do some beautiful, basic, slow flow yoga today. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we'll get started on your mat, seated with the soles of your feet together, coming to your yoga breath, Ujjayi Pranayama. And take your hands and put them wherever they feel comfortable, letting your spine rise and straighten. Maybe bringing a thumb to one of your fingers. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making each breath just a little bit longer than the last until your full breath is 2 to 3 times longer than your normal breath. And as you take some time to get to those long breaths, I'll let you know what our theme is today. So I took a Iyengar quote, which is, "Your body is your temple. Keep it pure and clean for your soul to reside in." Our spotlight today will be on balancing poses. I know those are your favorite, sometimes the hardest for us to do, but also the most fun when you finally get that feeling of balancing. So make sure that you have a chair or a wall nearby that you can use to hold on to if you need it. And let's go back to the breath now. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Keeping the lips together. Warming the body up. Maybe paying attention to the tummy here. As you inhale, the tummy comes out nice and big. And as you exhale, that belly button comes back and closer to the spine, letting out all of that air, or as much as you can. And let's do that one more time. And then let's inhale. The arms come up overhead, gaze up. Reach here and stretch. As you exhale, grab your right wrist or your left wrist with your right hand. Either one, doesn't matter. And lean to the right, trying to keep your hips on the floor. And then inhale, come back up, reach and stretch, gaze up, and then hold on to the right wrist with your left hand and dip to the left. Good. Feel the whole side of your body, your obliques stretching here. And then inhale, come back up, gaze up. As you exhale, fold forward, gazing past your toes. And just take a moment here, pushing the hips back, engaging those bandhas, abdominal muscles, pelvic and bladder muscles, stretching out the spine. Good. Nice deep breath. Now, if you happen to have a large pillow, that's another nice thing to have around, because sometimes our poses involve having a long pillow. So no problem if you don't have it, just pause and go and get. And then Set us back on. And then inhale, come back up, arms come up overhead, gaze up. As you exhale, the right hand comes down and out behind you, gazing past the right fingers, left fingers coming out in front, opening the chest toward the right. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand down. Inhale, the left arm comes up, gaze up. Reach and stretch. On your next inhale, bring that right hand to meet the left. Exhale, the left hand comes down and out behind you. Right hand forward and reach. Gazing past the left fingers, opening up the chest toward the left. As you exhale, bring the left hand down to the floor. Inhale the right hand up. Gaze up toward those right fingers. Nice. Inhale, the left hand meets the right. As you exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, let's open up those legs nice and wide as you can get them. And everybody's going to be different here. Yeah. And then you can take that pillow, or I have a bolster, and bring it between your legs. Good. All right. And just kind of bring it up toward the pelvic area. Pushing your heels forward and your toes towards you. Take a deep breath. Bring the arms up overhead, gaze up. As you exhale, forward fold. So this is a wide leg forward fold, and we're using this bolster to just let yourself relax on. Maybe you bring your forehead down and let it rest on the bolster. And breathe. Paying attention to the inner thighs, letting them stretch, pressing behind the knees down to the floor. Good. And I want you to point your toes. Good. Engage your bandhas. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, point your toes. Nice. And just relax here. Imagining yourself being exhausted and finding this huge pillow and just bringing yourself to it and letting yourself fall and relax. Loosen the fingers, letting the jaw and the mouth, the neck and the shoulders soften here. As you inhale, slowly coming up. Good. And taking that bolster away. And then let's bring the feet together. And bring the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching for those toes. Now, if you can't reach the toes, that's fine. You can go halfway down. If you have a strap and you want to bring it around the feet and just hold on to the strap. That actually helps to stretch out your hamstrings a little bit more. And then as you inhale, come up, release the feet, move that pillow or bolster out of the way, and then we'll cross your legs and come into tabletop pose on your hands and knees. Beautiful. Let's take a nice inhale and exhale here, making sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hip bones. And then we'll start to do some cows and cats. So on your cow, the head and the hips come up. And on your cat, you'll round the back, gaze behind you like an angry cat. Going back and forth on these two poses. Inhale with the head up. Exhale, head down. Moving according to your breath, nice and slow. Beautiful. Now, as you inhale, come back into tabletop pose. And let's bring that right arm forward and that left foot out behind you. Reaching and stretching. Spinal balance. As you exhale, bring knee to elbow, gaze behind. Inhale, stretch the leg and arm back out. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring the right hand and the left foot down. Take a breath here. And then on your next inhale, we're going to bring the left arm forward and the right leg out behind you. Stretch. Front to back. Exhale, knee to elbow, gaze behind. Inhale it back out. Exhale, touch. Inhale it back out. Exhale, touch. Inhale it back out. As you exhale, come back into tabletop pose. And then we're going to bring ourselves up into a kneeling position. Bring the right foot forward so that right knee is bent. Hands come onto your right thigh, gazing forward. Breathe in and breathe out. And then walk that right foot forward. Feel the stretch in the left quad. Now we're going to take your block and put it inside your right foot. So you can put it sideways, whichever way you want. And we're going to try to bring the right foot out over to the right a little bit. Bring your elbows onto the block. Nice little dragon pose. And then inhale, come back up. Take the block and bring it over. And then let's straighten out that right leg, push the heel forward. And as you exhale, you can bring your hands down to the mat. Push your hips back. Good. And bend over the right leg. Half splits. As you inhale, bring that right foot down and then place your hands on your right thigh again. Curl your left toes under and then slowly bring yourself up into a crescent pose. So if you need a little help here, you can always bring your hands around the right foot, curl that left toe under, and then when you're stable, then bring yourself up into crescent. Arms come up overhead. You can gaze forward or up. Yeah. So you're clasping your hands together, except the pointing finger is pointed out. And we're going to do a little Charlie's Angels. Exhale, bring the hands down as far as you can. Maybe they reach and go behind you. Charlie's Angels. Inhale and back up. Nice and slow. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Notice your breath. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Exhale, that right hand comes down and out behind you, gazing past the right fingers. Push that left heel back, opening up the chest toward the right. Inhale, the right hand comes up for crescent once again. Good job. As you exhale, bring the hands down around that right foot. Runner's lunge, gaze forward. Press the left hand down, and you can use a block under it if it will help. We're going to go into dragonfly. Inhale the right arm up, gaze up, opening up the chest toward the right. Nice. Exhale, that right hand comes down, right foot meets the left, and now you're in plank pose, top of your push-up. Beautiful. Come down to the bottom of your push-up. Keep your elbows toward your body, and then inhale either to Sphinx or into Up Dog. Yeah. Gazing forward. So Sphinx, you would have your elbows on the mat. Up Dog, your arms are stretched out. And you're gazing forward in each one, resetting the lower back. As you exhale, come back, bring the hips up, knees come apart, and you're going to come into child's pose. Bring your hips back toward your heels, and forehead comes down. Stretch your palms out in front of you. Relax. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And then inhale, come back up to a kneeling position. Arms come up overhead. Gaze up. As you exhale, bring the palms together at heart center, gazing forward. Inhale, bring the left foot forward. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands come on top of that left thigh and walk your left foot forward, pushing the hips forward. Yeah. Nice quad stretch. And now we're going to go into dragon. Bring your block on the inside of your left foot, any way that you want to put it. Bring your elbows down on the block. And head comes down toward your hands. If that's hard, you can always move your left foot out toward the edge of the mat. You can also come on the outer edge of that left foot. Yeah, that's called winged dragon. And then as you inhale, place your hands down and put the block away and straighten out your left leg. Put your hands down around your left leg. Bring the hips back. Straightening that left leg out for half splits. Good. Bend over the left leg. Let go here. And then as you inhale, bring that left foot down. Curl the right toes under. So you can either bring your hands around the left foot and bring yourself up into crescent, or you can have your hands on your left thigh. And from here, bring yourself up into crescent. Beautiful. Arms come up overhead, gaze forward or up. Beautiful. Clasp the hands, point the index finger, and Charlie's Angels. Bring the hands down and out behind you. Gaze behind you. If that's too far for you to go, then just go as far as you can. It's your practice. And again, Charlie's Angels. Have some fun with it. And one more time. Good. And back up. Beautiful. As you exhale, that left hand comes down and out behind you. Gazing past the left fingers, push that right heel back. Beautiful. A little bit of balancing here without realizing it. And then inhale, come back into crescent, reaching the hands up overhead. Gaze forward or up. Exhale, bring the hands around that left foot. Push the right heel back. Gaze forward for runner's lunge. Now press that right hand down. Inhale the left arm up for dragonfly. Opening up the chest toward the left. You're doing great. Breathe. Exhale, that left hand comes down. And then take the left foot and let it reach back toward the right foot. You're in plank pose, top of your push-up. Engage your bandhas. Breathe. Exhale. Let's come down to the bottom of the push-up. Point your toes. Keep those elbows in. Inhale to up dog or sphinx. Gazing forward. Yeah. Remember that if you have any questions, you can always write them to me. There's a place for comments on this format. Also, please subscribe. And then as you exhale, let's come into child's pose. Knees apart, toes together. Bring the hips back. Press your forehead down and stretch your hands out. Relax. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then as you inhale, come back into a kneeling position. Arms come up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, the palms come together at heart center. So we're going to do that same flow again. A little bit more fluid this time, not fast, but fluid, okay? So you kind of know where we're going, and hopefully you have the poses down, okay? So don't worry, I'm still doing it with you. As you inhale, bring your right foot forward. Arms come up overhead for dragon. Exhale, the hands come down to your right thigh. Walk your right foot forward for a nice quad stretch. Good. Now remember, we're going to take our block here, bring it inside our right foot, and then bring our elbows down onto the block. Now you can move your right foot over to a little farther to the right. You can come onto the edge of your right foot here for wing dragon. As you inhale, press the hands down and release that block over to the right. And then we're going to straighten out that right leg coming into half splits. Bring the hands down on either side of that leg and bring your hips back for half splits. Good. Exhale, bring that right foot down. Inhale, the arms come up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, bring the palms to your right thigh. Curl the left toes under. And you can come up to crescent from here, or you can bring your hands down around the right foot and then come up into crescent. Your choice. Gaze up or forward. Exhale, Charlie's Angels. Now we're doing 3 of these. Let's say, you want to do it a little bit slower. Maybe you only do 2. Maybe you only do 1. Okay? It's all right. Be kind to yourself. Yeah. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand down and out behind you, gazing past those right fingers. Inhale, come back into crescent pose. Exhale, bring your hands around the right foot. Right foot meets the left. And then slowly going through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, child's pose, and then coming in to a kneeling position once again. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, left foot comes forward, hands come on to that left thigh. Walk the left foot forward. And stretch out the right quad. Bring the block inside your left foot. First your hands go on the block and then the elbows go on. Maybe you move your foot out to the left. Maybe you come to the outer edge of that left foot. Good. Breathe. And then inhale, press the hands down, come all the way back up, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands around that left foot as you bring the hips back. Toes come toward your chest, folding over that left leg. Good. Inhale. Bring that left foot down. Hands either come around the left foot, curl the right toes under, and coming into crescent pose. Push that right heel back. Exhale, that left hand comes down and out behind you. Inhale, come back to center. I think I changed that, that around a little bit. And then we're going to go into Charlie's Angels. So exhale, hands come down, gaze behind you. Inhale it back up. 2 more times if you can. Good job. Yeah. Beautiful. As you exhale, bring your hands down around the left foot. Gaze forward. Runner's lunge. Push the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up for dragonfly. Exhale, the left hand comes down. Left foot meets the right. Slowly going through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Except here, we're going to go back into our child's pose. Take a breath. As you inhale, come up into a tabletop pose. And we're going to do thread the needle. So right hand comes up, gaze up. Exhale, right arm comes underneath the left. Gazing to the left. Left hand can either stay right next to your face or it can come behind your back. Soften here throughout your body. As you exhale, the left hand comes down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, that right hand comes down. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Gaze up. Exhale, thread the needle toward the right. Right hand can stay where it is or come behind your back. As you exhale, that right hand comes down. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Exhale, the left hand comes down. So let's come into our plank pose once again. And we're going to do some balancing poses and do our second flow. So we'll start a second flow with a balancing pose. So as you exhale, come down to the bottom of your push-up. Point your toes. Inhale to Sphinx or Up Dog. Exhale, curl your toes under, coming into Down Dog. Bring the hips nice and high. Push them back. On this first down dog, alternately bending knees and elbows, walking your dog. Nice. And then eventually bringing the heels down, pushing the hands forward and down, pushing the hips up and back. Nice stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. Breathe. And then as you inhale, let's bring that right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up the hips to the right. Turn your ankle in one direction and then the other. Good. Inhale, that right leg comes up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, the right foot comes in between the hands. Plant the left foot down at a 45-degree angle. And then inhale to warrior one. Arms come up overhead, gaze up. Beautiful. So your right knee is bent at about a 90-degree angle. I want to make sure that this knee is over your heel and not beyond the heel, okay? Otherwise, you can hurt your knee. Outer edge of the left foot is pressed into the mat, and belly button is facing forward. Yeah. As you exhale, bring your palms together at heart center. And let's bring that left foot forward, coming to Samastitihi. Nice palms together. Let's just wiggle the legs so we can feel a little relief there if we had any tension. And then as you inhale, press that left foot down. So we're starting our balancing poses on the right side. So imagine when you're doing balancing poses that the foot that's going to stay down is huge. So your left foot is nice and big in your mind, okay? And your gaze is on a non-moving space or object, all right? Lengthen your spine here, gaze forward, and then bring that right knee up. And let's just feel how that feels to just balance right here. Yeah. You can engage your bandhas. Pay attention to your breath going in and out. Now, as you exhale, you're going to bring the bottom of your right foot on your left calf, and your right knee comes out to the right for tree pose. Now, sometimes people need to bring the right toe down to the floor to get a little bit more balance here. A lot of people will actually bring that right foot up onto their left thigh. So whatever suits you best. And then open your arms for branches. You're a beautiful fall tree. Changing colors, hanging onto your leaves as we are all hanging on to fall. And then as you exhale, let's bring that right foot down, bring the palms together at heart center. Shake out the legs. We're going to do one more balancing pose, which is airplane pose. So again, left foot is rooted into the mat. And we're going to bring the right leg out behind us as we fold forward. And then our arms come out to a T. Airplane pose. Have fun with it. Engage your bandhas and breathe. As you exhale, bring the right foot down and come back into Samastitihi. Take a deep breath, wiggle the legs. As you exhale, bring the left foot back, toes pointing toward the long end of the mat as we come into warrior two. Right knee bends at a 90-degree angle. Arms come out to a T, gaze past your right fingers. Imagine a wet glass wall before, in front, and in back of you, and you fit between it. Good. No leaning forward. Inhale, reverse, gaze up. Left hand comes down the thigh or behind your hips, pushing them forward. Dip a little bit more to the left, feeling the stretch through the right obliques. Exhale. Right forearm to the right thigh, left arm over the left ear, gazing past your left fingers. Inhale, straighten out your right leg, and right arm comes over the right ear, left hand down your thigh, behind your back. Gaze up. Sky Archer. Exhale, arms come out to a T. Reach your right arms out and down to your knee, shin, or floor. Inhale the left arm up. Shoulders are stacked. Chest is open. Not important how far down the right hand goes. Just that you are not leaning forward. You can gaze up toward the left fingers or straight ahead. And then inhale, come back up. Arms come out to a T. Turn your right toes toward the long end of the mat. Come into star pose. Point the toes together and bring the hands up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you and clasp them. Inhale, shine your chest up. Bring your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing the top of the head down and the hands up overhead. Press the feet down. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs. Soften through the jaw. And breathe. Push the hips up. Inhale, come back up. Coming into star pose. Exhale, turn toward the back of your mat, coming to Samasthiti. Take a deep breath. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Slowly going through your Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way to up dog. And then curl the toes under, coming into down dog. Pushing those hips back and up. Heels down. If you have trouble bringing the heels down, bring your feet wider apart. Yeah, you can even come off the mat. Your practice. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hips toward the left. Turning your ankle in one direction and then the other. Inhale, that left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. Plant the right foot down. Inhale to warrior one. Arms come up overhead, gaze up. Belly button facing forward. Nice. Breathe. As you exhale, bring your palms together at heart center and bring your right foot to meet the left. Take a deep breath in Samastitihi. So we're going to do balancing poses on the left side now. Maybe wiggle your feet and legs a little bit. Yeah, get any tension out of there. Now press your right foot down. Imagine it's really big. Establish a drishti, a gaze, kind of like looking through things rather than at them. And then as you inhale, bring your left knee up. Breathe. Now you can have your foot flexed or you can have it pointed. It's totally up to you. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your breath. Beautiful. Now as you exhale, we're going to go into tree pose. So that inside of the left foot comes to inside your right calf or your thigh, or you can even bring that left toe down to the floor if you need a little bit more support. This is tree pose, so we're going to bring our branches out, which are our arms. Good. Lengthening your spine. As you exhale, bring your palms together and your left foot comes down. Wiggle the legs a little bit. And we have one more, which is airplane pose. So we're going to push that right foot down, bring the left foot out behind you, and come up as you fold forward. Arms come out to your side, just like an airplane. Good. You're doing great. Yeah, and even if you have to hold on to a chair, that is awesome. You're getting it. Yeah. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, bring that left foot down. Palms come together at heart center for Samastitihi. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, bring that right foot toward the front of the mat. The right toes are facing the long end of the mat. Left toes are facing toward the back. Coming into warrior two. Left knees at a 90-degree angle, arms in a T, gazing past the left fingers. Bring the right hip back. Remember, you can fit between two glass walls. Inhale, reverse. The left arm comes up, right hand down the thigh or behind the hips, gently pushing them forward. Gaze up. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale, the right arm over the right ear, gazing up. Exhale, arms come out to a T, straighten out that left leg. Left arm comes over the left ear. Gazing up toward those left fingers. Exhale, arms come out to a T. Reach your left arm out and down to the knee, shin, or floor. Inhale the right arm up for triangle. If you're trying to find why this is called triangle, you can see on the arm here. This is a triangle. Good. Yep. Again, you can fit between two glass walls. If you want to do this against a wall, your whole back, including your head, are against the wall. Inhale, come back up. Left toes face the long end of the mat. coming into star pose. Very nice. As you exhale, point your toes inward and the heels outward. And bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, gaze up. Shoulder blades come together. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing your hands down, gazing behind you. Push the hips up, engage your bandhas. Soften the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Stretch those inner thighs. As you inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, coming into star pose. Exhale, coming to Samastitihi. Palms come together at heart center. Inhale here, exhale here. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Slowly go through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Good. And this time, we're just going to bring the hips back towards your heels. The toes come together, coming in to child's pose. Beautiful. Let it go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. As you inhale, come up to a tabletop pose and take your right knee and bring it up to your right wrist. Right foot comes over to the left. Left leg reaches out toward the back and point your toes inward. We're going to go into pigeon pose. Inhale, bring the arms up and out for Titanic. Exhale, bring the hands down. Forehead comes down toward the mat. And just relax your body right through the middle. Letting yourself lay here over that right leg. Bring yourself to breathing in and out the discomfort of your right leg. Yeah. If you want, you can always put a block underneath your head. So this is a great pose to open up the hip flexor. If you want to get a little more stretch throughout your right IT band, then you can bring the hip over on top of your right thigh a little bit. And that will stretch the IT band. As you inhale, bring your head up, hands come down, and then come onto the right hip, bring the left leg forward. Take the right leg and straighten it out, shake it out. Yeah, that is quite an experience for that right leg. Now bend that right knee, bring it up towards your chest. Good. Just give it a hug here. Give it some love. Bring the right foot over to the left side, and I want you to imagine this right leg like a baby. And you're going to bring your arms underneath the knee and your right foot and bring it towards your chest. Okay, now it may not come very close to your chest, and that's okay. So wherever it is, it is. Stretching that right hip flexor out a little bit more. Good. And then as you exhale, release that. Bring your right foot down outside your left knee. Inhale the right arm up and out behind you. Going into Marichyasana C. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee, gazing past your right shoulder. And breathe. Push that left heel forward. Feel the toxins releasing as you twist here. And then as you inhale, come back to center, releasing that right leg, shaking it out, turn toward the left. And then crossing your legs in front of you, bring your hands to the mat, come back into a tabletop pose. Let's do a couple of cats and cows. Yeah. And then we're going to take that left knee, bring it up to your left wrist. Left foot comes over to the right. Stretch your right leg out behind you and point your right toes inward. And then inhale, open your arms for Titanic. Exhale, coming into pigeon pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat, to your hands, or to a block. Leave your body here through the middle, or if you want to get more of an IT band stretch, then bring your body core over to the left. It just depends on what you need here. Breathe into the discomfort. Placing your hands down around your head, straightening up your arms, coming onto that left hip, breathe the right leg out in front of you, stretching it out. And bring the left leg out in front of you and shake it up. Okay, good job. Bring that left knee up, give that leg some hug, some love and hugs. And then let's bend the left knee, bring the knee over to the left, and we're going to bring our arms around underneath the knee and underneath your foot and just raise towards your chest. Wherever that limit is or that edge is, that's fine. Okay, maybe it only comes up 1/4 of an inch. That's okay. Try to find your edge, that place of greatest resistance. Where is that for you? Once you find that, then just hold and breathe there. Good. And then as you exhale, bring that left foot to the outside of the right knee. Inhale the left arm up, gaze up. Left hand comes behind you. Palm down, fingers facing behind. Inhale the right arm up, gaze up. Exhale, the right elbow comes to the outside of that left knee, gazing past your left shoulder. Again, notice the toxins releasing as you squeeze your liver. Push your right heel forward. Breathe deeply. As you inhale, come back to center. Release your left leg, shake it out, and then come all the way down to your back. Yeah. Let's stretch out your legs and your arms out behind you. Nice long stretch. Breathing in and out. Bring your hands to your sides. Knees come up, feet come down. Inhale, the hips come up for bridge pose. Clasp your hands underneath your hips, pressing your triceps and your elbows down. As you exhale, release and lower the hips. Bring your feet straight up for candlestick pose. If shoulder stand is in your practice, you're welcome to go into shoulder stand. It's a good pose to get the lymph nodes working, fortifying your immune system. If you are in candlestick, you can bend your knees, bring your arms in between your knees and to the outer edges of your feet for a happy baby. Pressing the feet out and the hands in for a nice hug, tug. If you are in shoulder stand, you can bring the feet out behind you. Maybe your toes will touch the ground behind you. Breathe here. And then going into Karnapadasana, ear pressure pose. Bend your knees and bring them to either side of your head. And then once you are ready, let's everyone come down. Bring the feet down. Keep the knees bent. Good. Bring your hands out to the sides. Arms stretching out. Hips over to the left 4 inches. Knees up to your chest and over to the right for a spinal twist. If your neck allows, you can gaze toward the left. You can also put a block between your knees. And then as you inhale, let's bring the knees up to your chest, or bring your knees back up. Bring the hips over to the right about 8 inches, knees up to your chest and over to the left. If your neck allows, gaze to the right. then inhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Let go of the breath, the bandhas, the drishti, stretching out your legs. Bring your hands to your sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes. You can stay here in Shavasana until you're ready to come out. I will finish up the flow, but you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need to. If I were in a studio, it would be 5 to 10 minutes. If you have a blanket, you can put it over you and just enjoy this transformation that you have created for yourself, for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Do finish out the Shavasana with another 5 minutes or so if you can. I'm going to finish out the practice here, but you can stay right where you are. Bring your knees up to your chest and over to your favorite side, coming into a fetal position. Renewing your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then coming up into a seated position. Cross your legs in front of you. Bring your hands up overhead to seal in your practice. And then the palms will come together at heart center. May the God-given light and love in me reach onto that same light and love in each of you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful week, and I will see you next time.